Let me share with you how to make the best goat and fish light soup. And for this recipe, I'm using red snapper, also known as red fish. Trust me, it's super easy to make, absolutely delicious, and honestly one of my most loved light soup recipes. Happy Sunday and a warm welcome to my channel. I know it's been quite a while. September has been a busy month for me, but I'm finally back and I'm super excited to share this with you. So if this sounds like a kind of vibe, then please sit back, relax, and then enjoy. Thank you. So I'm starting off by adding some goat meat, tripe, and salted beef, all thoroughly washed and cleaned. Just look at that combination. It's going to give the soup a rich depth of flavor. Next to add would be 3 spoons of green marinade. And this is packed with goodness. And again, it contains ginger, garlic, onion, rosemary, anise seeds, and more. Next thing to add would be some chopped onions for that extra aroma, 2 tablespoons of goat meat seasoning, a tablespoon of mixed herbs and spice blend, and a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. Every layer here builds on the taste that we want. I also poured in some water, covered it and allowed it to steam gently. After about 25 minutes, I checked on it and gave it a nice stir. I also added a little more water to keep it cooking beautifully. Next thing to add would be some tomato paste that I had in the freezer. Use as much as you prefer depending on how rich you like your soup. After adding it, I gave it a quick stir again and then covered it to continue cooking. Moving on, in another pot already filled with water, I added some turkey berries followed by some fresh pepper, and I'll allow this to boil nicely and set it aside for later. Now back to the main pot. Just look at how beautifully the tomato paste has blended with the meat, giving that rich, deep color. The thing to do would be to blend the pepper that we boiled earlier, and I had to do it off camera to save time. And this is me straining it or adding it directly to the soup using a strainer. And this will help remove any excess chaff. And when it comes to adding water, always remember these tips. Always match the amount of water to the quantity of meat you are using. You don't want to drown it too much with water when the meat is little. Like I always say in my soup recipe, it should always be balanced. The next thing to add will be some onion and then some fresh tomatoes. For this recipe, I used 1 whole onion and a quarter and also added 1 fresh tomatoes. I'll just leave it to cook gently on medium heat and come back once the tomato and onion is thoroughly cooked. I came back after 20 minutes on fire and I had to remove the tomato and onion to blend it off camera once again. I was very busy while filming this recipe, but I had to come through and then film it anyways. Next thing to add will be some dry fish, and I'm putting in as much as I want because it gives the soup a rich, smoky depth of flavor. After that, I'll add my blended tomatoes and onion back to the pot. I'll give it a quick stir, and it's time to add the red fish or red snapper. This fish was already marinated before filming with some green marinade and a little fish seasoning. It's packed with flavor and ready to go. And trust me, once this all comes together, the soup is going to be rich, flavorful, and absolutely mouth-watering. You're going to love how it turns out. If you're here watching and you're enjoying this video, please just take a moment and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and share it with someone who loves good food. Your support means so much to me and it keeps me bringing you more delicious recipes. Now, after adding the fish, I'll just leave it to cook gently on low heat until it's perfectly done. I mean, what's a Sunday without some good light soup? At this point, the whole house was smelling absolutely incredible. After about 35 minutes, our soup is fully cooked to perfection. And just like that, we've made the perfect goat and fish light soup. I paired mine with some fufu, of course, but just in case fufu isn't your thing, you can pair this with some rice, yam, or even plantain. I truly hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe, and also follow me on all socials at Upclose with Abena. We are very active everywhere. Don't forget to check out other amazing recipes on the channel and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Whenever you try any of my recipes, please don't forget to leave a feedback on my community. We'll be happy to see them. Until then, have a blissful, beautiful week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.